Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
To Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. And now I'd like to introduce you to Loveness Wessa, who is a MetroEast producer and my friend, and working with the Mareka Orphanage. And it's great to have you here on the set.
Oh, thank you.
It's the first time you've been on this, isn't it?
I think so.
Well,
I think I
no,
have
you were.
once.
No, it's a long time ago, but it was about something else. So
yeah,
it's great to have you here. And this. So tell me, Loveness, you do a show here. You've been very active in our MetroEast community, and you're a local performer. You are well known throughout the community for your performances. Tell me a little bit about your background, and then why now you're working with the Mareka Orphanage and what that's all about.
I don't know where to start on my background, but the artistic part, I'm not going to say much about that because really I wanted to talk about the orphanage like you're saying. What really brought up the idea of the orphanage was because as an artist and somebody who's known home, I wanted to do a documentary about myself. About my life. So I was thinking, oh, I can make a documentary and it can be famous, and then I can sell, I can make money, and then I can go help back those who are suffering. So the idea was really good idea. But when I did that, so I sent some cameras back to Zimbabwe so my mom can document. Which is
where you're from.
Yes. So my mom can document my story, asking people around the community about who is Loveness, so I can get that story. But what came back was something totally different. It was like an answer to what I'm really here to do, which is what I believe is the purpose of life. So what came back, instead of getting my documentary back to me, my mom came and said, Loveness, we don't have any documentary for you, but there is a problem back there. Everybody's dead. People are dying of AIDS. So with that, all I asked was, now how about the kids? So I thought about, okay, if they're dying, they're leaving children behind.
Right.
How about the children? So that's when she told me that
what's happening to the kids. Yeah,
what's happening? Nobody's is there to take care of them because their parents are dead. That's when the orphanage idea came in. I said, okay, we're starting an orphanage right away, Mom. So we've been working on that. Me from this side, my mom from that side. Wow. And then, yeah.
That's got to be very difficult doing that long distance. And
it is.
So you've been back there then? Have you been able to go back there, or do you do everything from here?
I'm doing mostly from here. One, because I have to have a lot of money to be able to go there.
Yeah.
Especially going to see the orphans that have nothing, and I'm going there just to be,
Right.
It's
so it
hard.
makes more sense for you to spend your money to help them rather than to help get you there.
Yes, until I can be able to raise a lot of money.
Right.
Really, I want to see the project happening. We really are looking for people who can also be a part of it physically, to go there and be part of it, and I can also be able to go there. So fundraisers hopefully will help on that.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you do have a fundraiser coming up, so we should talk about that. So, but tell me first, that the Mareka Orphanage is in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
And how many children are there now? It's a fairly new one, right? So there's.
What happened is the project was starting in 2010, but then I got injured. So since I'm the vehicle to fundraise, I have to perform in order to raise that money.
Oh, when you're injured,
then
you can't
I was
perform.
injured, so I couldn't do anything. So then that was early 2011 that I got a surgery, so everything just stopped.
Okay.
So I just recently started getting active again on stage. So then I'm like, okay, now we are reviving the project.
So the orphanage is not really up and running yet. You're just getting it up and running. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the children at the time, there were about 50. The village itself has about maybe 1,600. The population, and so from that 1,600, there were about 50 children with no both parents, and some of them have one single parent. So since 2010, I think maybe the population has raised up already. Yeah.
So is Mareka the name of the village?
Yeah, Mareka is just this village.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a small near a small town called Beitbridge.
Okay.
So that's like the landmark for people who are traveling. They will know Beitbridge because it's bordered South Africa and Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, what kinds of things do you expect to provide for the kids once your dream is realized and
Yes.
you're able to provide what you can for the kids? How do you see it looking? How do you
What
envision
happened
it?
is I told my mother to talk to the village elders to see if they can release the land to us. So I said, Mom, if they say there's no land, I know that Grandma used to have a house there. Grandma used to have a farm there. We can use Grandma. She's late, of course. We can use her farm as part of the land, and her house, where she used to have a house, we can build a house there. So the plan is to build a house for the children, build a clinic, provide them with water, and then eventually we have been given all that land already. The school land is there already, the place for building. The stuff has been provided. We just need to raise the money to start working on it.
Okay, okay.
So
Tell me then about the fundraiser that's coming up. It's called Rhythms from My Heart and Soul.
Yeah.
Where is that going to be held? And that's this coming weekend, correct?
In 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
So it's on the 28th.
On Friday, the 28th, yes, of October. And it's going to be on 2215 Northeast Alberta Street.
Okay.
And it's a studio called Sungate Studios. And so it's going to be a totally different stuff. I've never done anything like this. And for the show's name to be called Rhythms from My Heart and Soul is because these songs that are coming up at this time are coming out totally in a different way from the music I used to have.
Do you write the music?
I get the tunes in most of the new ones I'm doing now. I'm writing the tunes and all that, the melodies and stuff. And some of them are originally my words, but most of it are actually healing tools. Yeah, I'm a healer now.
Explain that to me.
I'm a soul healer now, so I do soul healing, and I believe that the soul, it's just the message. When you change the message that you tell yourself, you live that. You are what you speak. You are what you talk. You are what you preach. So each time you say, "Oh, I'm like this," or "I'm not good enough," then you really actually become not good enough. So the music, what I'm writing now, is mostly from the teachings of my healer teacher, that's teaching the ways of healing. So what I say is what I become. So when I say, my leg is healed, and please my leg heal, and when I sing that, my leg actually heals, because now I'm dancing again. I've been singing these mantras.
Wow.
It's really the mantras that talks about how to move the energy of the body, because sometimes our blood doesn't flow very well. There's a lot of stagnation in there in the body. So when we do that, we release a lot of tension in the body and a lot of toxins.
Yeah. So it's got a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you say it, you believe it, it happens.
Yes, law of attraction.
Yeah, and that's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So your performances then are different than they used to be because of this?
Yes, this is the first time I'm doing a solo performance.
Okay.
One, because I've been performing with a band or performing with a dance troupe, which I still do, but I'm growing too fast, I feel like, and I'm having a lot of new things, ideas come in, and for my musicians to catch up, they cannot catch up. It's something I can do in my living room and record or sing, but they cannot be there every day to do work on a new song with me.
Right.
And so, and
they
also
may not be changing themselves at all, or at the same pace you are.
Yes, and besides,
or in the same way.
Yeah, I'm really focusing more on spirituality, healing through the soul, and my musicians are still in my old loveness stuff, loveness from Zimbabwe, dancing and just having fun.
Right.
So I feel like I'm still doing that, but I just want people that I'm performing for to leave the place with something they can take home and use it to benefit themselves. So I've been dancing, and I sing, and they say, "Oh wow, we feel so good, I feel so better today," but they didn't have the tools. So the way I'm doing it now, I'm going to be able to sing a song that they can take with them home, and if they sing it and practice it, they can get healed.
So you'll kind of be teaching in a way, through your actions and through your music, and you're showing people how to live that way.
Actually, I'm training to be a soul healing teacher, soul healing miracle teacher. So this is another way of me practicing to be a teacher, performer at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all.
Teacher, performer, healer.
That's a lot. That's a lot to do. So tell me about the soul healing and why is this important to you in your own personal life? How, you know, where do you see your life going from here? You want to teach, you want to share, obviously.
Yeah.
You want people to benefit from what you know.
Yes, I feel like if I'm gonna, my body is gonna, transition someday. I need to, when I leave, to feel that I did help somebody, recognize that they can also heal themselves, because we are all healers, we just don't know it. We can heal ourselves. So with this, what I see happening is that I'm going to impact, I mean, people, I've already have a lot of people around the world who loves me as a performer. But I just want to be there and just be this glamorous person, and that's it. You know,
I want to be deeper than that.
I want to be deeper than that and fulfill my purpose, because I believe that my purpose really was to come here to help others be
so that's
happy.
your purpose in your life.
Is to be happy and healthier, which is actually the way my teacher says it. The purpose of life is to serve others, to be happy and healthy. And when I came to meet that teacher, is because I was already also in the same path. When I met that, I was like, perfect.
You're open to that.
Yeah, I'm open to that. That's what I've been doing, but I wanted to understand how to do it better, so here I am.
Well, so tell me something kind of on the opposite side. What kinds of things make you afraid? What kinds of things scare you in your life?
I guess I kind of said a tiny bit of it. What really scares me is to be here on the planet and leave the planet without having to help anyone.
So leaving and not having made an impact, not having made a difference, a positive difference in somebody's life. I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
I want to be able to leave. It's not that I want people to say, oh, wow, Loveness was awesome. I want to be, when I leave, someone saying, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so good. Oh my gosh, I can help someone too.
Yeah.
You know,
You pass it on. You
yes.
positively change somebody's life, and hopefully they will in turn do the same for someone else.
We have to pass the baton, and some of these things are traditions that we grew up having. I mean, our ancestors had that, and it's been cut. So somebody has to pick up where the baton was left and pass it on. So we have to pass the torch, and this is what my ancestors did. They healed, and they kept each and every person in the community healthy and happy. And we don't do it anymore. We are always about TV, and we are here on TV. That's fine, but we need to be watching. I mean, we need to be watching the stuff that really makes a difference. Is what I feel. That's why I produce here, because I want to be able to bring the TV, since it's so powerful, to bring it out there in a way that it can help others. So instead of people watching things that really don't change much, how about they come and watch us here at MetroEast?
Sounds good. Nice plug there. I like that. Before I let you go, because we're just about out of time, tell me how, let's bring it back to the orphanage. So you're doing all this work.
Yes.
Do you see yourself, the healing and the soul healing that you do you see that tying into the work you're doing with the orphanage?
Yes. Because this way I can also teach the children how to heal themselves. Those who are sick at this time, they can also learn how to heal themselves. Because really, this healing, when we are doing, you're changing your DNA and RNA and all the spaces in the matter in your body. You're changing that. You can change your own DNA. This is what's happening.
So you're talking about physical healing. You're also talking about emotional and spiritual healing as well?
Everything. I'm physically healed right now without much of, some of them, I was supposed to have surgery, I didn't. And the cells of my body are growing back on their own, all the muscles are growing back. So, it's scientific, but the scientists are catching up very slowly.
It's still new. It's new.
Yeah,
new
they're
for a lot of
catching up.
science.
It's very slow. They are very slow, but they're getting it now.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Okay, so just to recap, that you have an event on October 28th at 7:30 p.m. at 2250 Northeast Alberta Street. It is the Rhythms from My Heart and Soul.
Yes.
And they can go there, they can watch you perform. I imagine a little chance to talk to you afterwards if they would like to, if people are interested.
Oh, yes.
Because you have a lot to share. So
I have a lot to share. All I can say is just come and have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to dance and be silly, but at the same time healing one another. So
thank you, Loveness.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thanks very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching this segment of Community Hotline. We have one more left, so please don't go away. We'll be right back.
was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera, 1.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera, 2.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera, 3. Take 3.
You don't have to be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.